I just want this to be over. I really just want this to be over with. I just want a decision to be made this way. I understand it's not going to happen this week. It's not going to happen for a while. But at the end of the day, guys, like, this has to get done because it's just wasted time, wasted just everything. You know, I'm not really even worried about Jalen Hurts as much because he's just doing his thing. He's not worried about the outside noise of what anyone thinks about him. And I don't know. He just seems to just be moving on with his life, and he's just getting ready to be the quarterback, whether he's a starting quarterback or the backup quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles this year. So there are aggressive trade talks for Carson Wentz, and it looks like Eagles have spoken to the Colts, which we're not surprised because obviously Frank Reich, Carson Wentz have a really good relationship. Obviously Frank Reich worked with Carson in 2017 and, you know, put him on this MVP caliber season before his injury. Okay, this is from Mike Garofalo. Okay. I don't know what the answer is going to be. I don't even care who's the quarterback next year, to be honest with you. I don't even care. I just want this to be done. I just want a decision to be made this way. Okay, we have our quarterback. We're good. We know who we're running with in the future. And, you know, kind of just gives you some ideas what each of these quarterbacks will look with this offense coming 2021. But at the end of the day, guys, something's got to be said soon. And obviously, I mean, I'm hoping by free agency this is like done. I mean, I would think maybe this could go straight on to the draft. I'm not really sure about that either. But time and time again, guys, you know, there is a big risk in trading Carson Wentz, and that is he could play well. And I think he can. Okay, and I think he can. I try not to read everybody's comments, and everyone says, you know, I don't even care how everyone feels about the quarterback situation because everyone's so mixed up these days. I see people saying they want Hurts, and I see the same people that are saying they want Wentz now. So I don't even believe half these Eagles fans what they even say anymore. I really don't. Me, whoever is a quarterback, I will support that quarterback regardless, okay? Regardless. Whatever quarterback is the man for the job and can get it done, that is our quarterback at the end of the day. There's no news on Carson Wentz. There's no news on anything. He hasn't said anything. Okay, so we all know this. Okay, we all know this. So there's really nothing we can go on. We go on reports. We go on the what ifs, the this is how I feel, or those type of reports that don't mean anything. Okay. If Eagles are taking phone calls or not hanging up the phone, that's not a good sign. That means that Carson Wentz will probably get traded. That's just, if they're really picking up the phones, yeah. And this is another thing for Carson Wentz to look at. If he knows this is happening, I don't know what his agent is telling him, what's going on. But yeah, slowly but surely, this looks like it's going in a bad direction. And yeah, it's gonna be really bad if Carson Wentz ends up playing very well somewhere else, which I think he could, and especially with the Colts, I think he could because I think the pieces are there. I think he's pretty much got a built team already around him in Indianapolis, and if he goes there and balls out, it is what it is. Like, I blame the front office for this whole mess. It's not necessarily Carson. You know, Carson's just been hurt a lot and not being able to hit the field as much, and Carson Wentz has just had really bad luck. He's had a lot of bad luck here. I mean, it's never stopped. You know, when Jalen Hurts went in for that Packers game, he probably said to himself, "Here we go again. Going to go through the same thing that I went through last time." Except obviously he wasn't hurt when he got benched. He was still the starting quarterback. But like, there's half of me that says I can't blame Wentz, and there's another half to say that, yeah, you know, Carson has had a really bad year. I mean, beyond bad. I mean, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady have bad years, and they don't look that bad. And this guy that got paid $130-something million looked really bad. Didn't even look like he had an okay season. He had a couple okay games, but doesn't mean much in the long run of everything. Okay. you're going to have those Eagles fans that as soon as Carson Wentz goes to another team, every time he throws a touchdown next year or something like that, you're going to have those Eagle fans putting up those videos on Twitter nonstop. Those Eagles fans I can't stand, or those fans I can't stand that do that. They just stop. They don't just worry about their own team. They got to just follow an ex-player to see how good they've played. And that's it. You know, like when Nelson Aguilar played good with the Raiders this year, did I put up videos of that? No. Like, it is what it is. You know, the guy couldn't handle himself in Philly. But there's another thing with Nelson Aguilar as well, is that they didn't, you know, the Eagles never used him right. And I could see that. So the front office and the coaching was horrible. So this is why our coaching staff is a total rebuild. Okay? There's a few reasons why this isn't going in the right direction with Carson Wentz being the starting quarterback. Number one, Carson hasn't expressed anything about Nick Sirianni being the head coach. Usually these quarterbacks, you know, get interviewed. They say about the, you know, the coach and, you know, the QB coach and you know, Brian Johnson, some of these other guys we have on the staff. Carson hasn't said a word about anything. I mean, nothing. He's not going to say anything, guys. He's going to keep quiet, and he's going to talk to his agent, and he's going to see what's going on. And you know what? This guy probably is going to get traded. I mean, that's just... It just isn't going in the right direction right now. It's not. So I'm not here to get into a war with Eagles fans of this Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts thing. It is what it is, guys. Like, if Jalen Hurts is the guy, then Jalen Hurts is the guy. If Carson Wentz goes somewhere else and plays great, it is what it is. I'm willing to give Carson Wentz another chance because it was 1 year, and you know, stuff happens. But hopefully this doesn't bite. You know, if the Eagles trade Carson Wentz, $25 million in cap space savings, and I think it's only like a $33 million cap hit this year, and then by 2022, it's going to be manageable. Okay. Now, if a team acquires Carson Wentz, the cap hits are going to be like 23, 25, 32, something like that. Something between the 25 to the 32 range for the next few years for a team. So I think like 25 guaranteed or 26 or whatever it is going to be guaranteed for 2021. The Eagles aren't giving up picks to get rid of his contract. That's not going to happen. Okay, it's not, you know, people are like, you know, people got to stop, you know, comparing things like the Jared Goff, Matt Stafford trade. People got to stop with that too. It's like, just because those two get traded, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same exact deal or other teams are going to want the same thing. Obviously, the Colts and Frank Reich, and obviously with the Eagles front office, have a good relationship. They'll figure something out if they need to figure it out. But the Eagles are looking for good compensation out of it too. Okay. I'm not saying the Eagles will get a first, but if they do get a first, I think you take it. If Carson Wentz is already in the mindset saying he doesn't want to be in Philadelphia, if it's already something, the Eagles and Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, they know something that we don't know. They know how they either talk to Carson, talk to his agent. They know somewhat where this is going. We're just trying to figure it out, but we still have no clue. Okay, that's the difference. They probably know more information than we do. So if it's going in this direction, I don't know. They obviously would talk to Carson first before they do anything, because I know they have, obviously, you know, I know they would talk to him and not just be like, oh, you're getting traded, you know, unless something, the relationship is very fractured. I'm not really sure. But if the team straight up offers us a first round pick, you got to take it. Here's the thing. If Carson is in the mindset mentality that he doesn't want to be here, and I'm not saying it's been reported, and then he starts as quarterback for the Eagles, every time he loses a game, I'm always going to have that excuse that he doesn't want to be here in the back of my mind. I'm always going to say that every time. If you're not fully committed to being here or kind of don't want to be here, but yeah, you'll just be here to make your money, you're better off gone. So that's all I really got to say, guys. Other than that, that's about it. See you guys later. Jake's what up. File side. Peace out, guys. Peace.